Hello and welcome, people of the internet. My name is JakeDragon7 and welcome to today's episode of Repeat Thursday. So today I'm going to do yet another All-Star on Hard video. That kind of sounds weird, but that's probably the best way I can explain this. So this time I'll be doing this mode with Mewtwo. Of course, the first video I did was with Mega Man, then I did one with Dr. Mario. Today I'm going to do one with Mewtwo, and just like with those characters, this is not my first time actually playing through this. So, you know, cool stuff. So Mewtwo is probably going to be very, well, right off the bat, I'm losing control, but whatever. So I feel like Mewtwo will be kind of difficult, but at the same time, like, not too difficult. The main thing in All-Star that kind of will make things easier or hard is just really how strong, like, downright powerful your character is. So Mewtwo, of course, has a lot of very powerful attacks, him being the last cannon and all, but he also is very light, so it's not going to take too many attacks to KO him. So as you can see here, what really the best thing you can have in All-Star mode is just the ability to KO enemies quickly. And Mewtwo definitely has that ability down to... Yeah, he's just really good at killing people quickly. But at the same time, again, he gets killed fairly quick. And it's really the one thing that they never buffed on him since his release. I know he's a lot faster since he was released. He's just generally become a much better character since, I guess, what was it, last year when he was first released? Yeah, more than a year ago. I know I'm getting comboed here. Alright. It has been a while since I played All-Star. I'm pretty sure the last time I actually played through All-Star mode was for the Dr. Mario video. So it's certainly been a while, but All-Star isn't that difficult of a mode, luckily, at least for the most part, so... Let's see if we can pay Netty here. I was hoping Wii Fit Trainer would jump into that as well, but it's not a huge deal that my controller's not working quite well, but whatever. Wow, this is not going as well as I was hoping it would. Alright, one more to kill for this round. And, wait, Stage Spike? Yeah, Stage Spike, alright. Not very good, but, I mean, it could have gone a little bit worse, I suppose. Oh, yeah, I mean, 71%, especially again on Mewtwo. Not exactly a great, start. I think... Let's see here if I can get it. Alright. So far, I kind of want to say so far so good, but I feel like it's way too early to be saying that. I mean, I haven't even gotten a single KO. There we go. There's, oh, yeah, there we go. I'm finally getting hit here. The All-Star mode is very weird because it's not like, you know what? Wait, does Lucario not get Rage in this mode? I feel like that forward smash sent me almost nowhere, but he's at like 100, it was at like around 100% when he used it. So you think it would have done a good amount of damage to me, but it really didn't. Alright. It's supposed to be a fair, but one more hit on Ike and he should be down. I don't know, I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to make it through this round. I'm already at such a high percent. Yeah, there we go. That was terrible. Alright, I'll just meet you guys back at that round. Hopefully I'll have a much better first round than I did last time. As you can see here, that first round went a lot better than the last one did, so. We're not off to a great start here. Alright, this actually isn't that bad. Aside from the fact that I've really like already taken more damage than I did in the entirety of the last round, but I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. Kind of hoping, considering everyone in All-Star is just a complete moron, that someone would jump into that up smash, but unfortunately that didn't happen. Although I am on a bit of a roll right now. Alright, so this Mewtwo is a very interesting character. I guess he's not really very interesting. I mean, a lot of the DLC characters were a lot more interesting than him, admittedly, but honestly, I still think there were, like, ones that were less interesting than him. So, like, Roy, for example, was not particularly interesting, at least in my opinion. I think Roy's the one DLC character that really didn't need to be brought back. We already have Lucina. I know Roy's a lot different than Lucina, and I am happy about that. There are a lot of differences from Roy. That was supposed to be... That still hit. That's supposed to be a B reverse so I could hit Villager, but that actually ended up hitting Olimar. Well, that actually worked in my favor. I'm seriously surprised that hit. Like, you wouldn't have thought that would have hit, but it did, so that's cool. Alright, I'm thinking then... How about, just because of how light Mewtwo is, I go with the meta meter for this round, then I'll have to just kind of take the other rounds as they come. Yeah, well, I would say Mewtwo is probably the least interesting out of all the DLC. Well, not the least interesting, but one of the least interesting. Still a very fun character. Still got some very interesting aspects about him. Like I said, he's very fun, and I'm kind of crazy just how much they've buffed him since the beginning. Like, I remember at first a lot of people were saying Mewtwo's like the worst character, and they just gave him all these buffs, and then he took Pound. It's kind of crazy to me how someone can like rise so much through the tier list. I mean, I know, like I said before, tier lists aren't really end-all be-alls for me, but they still do kind of give a rough idea of where characters are as compared to one another. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, because like I said, at first Mewtwo was just like one of the worst, and now he's one of the best, according to a lot of people. Yeah, Mewtwo is one of my personal favorite characters. I enjoyed playing him even before he was considered really good, which I know makes me sound like a massive hipster, but yeah, you know. I did enjoy playing him a lot before he was kind of buffed. But now with all these buffs, he's even more fun to play, so that's nice. Well, it's a bit earlier than I want to use them. I might have to use the, I think I'll use the fairy bottle after this round. And I'll come on that. Smash just totally whiffed. So is that going to be enough to kill? Alright. I think the one thing I really wish I didn't take off of Mewtwo was the pushback on Shadow Ball. It probably does not. It's probably honestly better for him that he doesn't have that much pushback on Shadow Ball anymore. But that was probably like my favorite part of Mewtwo, or like one of my favorite parts. I don't know why. It was just really fun for me to have all that pushback on Shadow Ball and just be able to like launch itself around. Yeah, I just kind of missed that. I remember when I realized they took that out, and oh god, the stage. But I remember when I found out that they took that out, I was kind of like upset, because I was like, oh, but that was like the most fun part of Mewtwo. So I got Falco. Another very annoying stage to fight on. Although it seems like all the Star Fox stages, except for like one or two, they like all take place on the Great Fox, which I kind of get why. I mean, it is one of the most iconic things in the series, but still, it's a little redundant, don't you think, Nintendo? So the Sector Z from 64 did. Both of the stages from Melee did, just they were from different perspectives. Wait, where? Oh god, I didn't even know where I was there. And then this stage starts on the Great Fox. I don't know if there probably was a stage. I don't know what the if there was a new Star Fox stage on 3DS. I honestly have no idea what it was because I don't own a 3DS. Is that gonna kill both of them? It didn't kill Kirby. No, 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 god. Wow, I'm still alive. I'm insanely surprised at Mewtwo living to 190. That's not something you'd ever expect to see. Even against characters I can't kill like Pikachu. Mewtwo. Okay, so I'm like, should I even try? Because it's like, well, I have 3 more rounds to get through. No, it's screw it. I'm at 190. Why should I even consider not using one of them? And for some reason, I feel like I may have said this in some of the previous videos, but I have this thing where I know in Brawl and Melee, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure in Brawl and Melee, if you left the area before you were like, before you healed everything you could be healed, like they wouldn't give you the rest of it. And I'm pretty much like, I'm like 99% certain they fixed that in Wii U, but I still always wait till I'm fully healed. I'm like nervous that I'm not gonna get all the heal. It's just one of those things. I know a lot of people just have weird things like that. This is like one of my weird things. That is a very frustrating glitch, though. I'm sure that whenever you first found that out, like whenever people first found that out, it must have been kind of frustrating. Especially if it was like a really young kid who was like struggling a lot with the mood. And in this game, they kind of gave you a lot more healing items. I feel like this is probably the easiest All-Star it's ever been. Because a lot of the character, like, look at how stupid this character AI is and how light everyone is. Which kind of makes sense because there's like 55 characters and they don't even have Mii's in the mood, so. Like a ton of characters to fight there, so it does make sense. They kind of make things easier, but still. Holy crap, oh god. Oh, that was close. Yeah, I almost didn't make it back in time because of that throw. Seeing a Mewtwo's up air. Yeah, Mewtwo's up air is actually pretty strong. I don't remember if it was always that strong, but all I know is that it's pretty strong now. That's one thing that took me a lot of time to get used to with Mewtwo, just kind of his aerials that have to do with the tail. The hitbox on those are always kind of strange for me, especially for back air. But I have gotten used to it over time. You know, I've played quite a bit of Mewtwo since it came out. Remember, I wasn't quite as hyped for Mewtwo as most people were because I didn't grow up with Melee. As I said before, I grew up with Brawl. So it didn't really mean as much to me that like Mewtwo was added to the game as like... I'm trying to think what DLC announcement had. Probably Lucas, because I remember the first time I heard about Lucas was from a friend. And it was on April Fool's Day, so I'm like, dude, come on. Even if Nintendo did actually announce it, they have to be trolling. They hate the mother series. They just they're trying to screw with us. I'm so happy they weren't. Like, I don't even, again, I don't really play that Lucas that much, but still, it meant so much to me that Lucas was in the game because it showed that Nintendo actually kind of cared at least a little bit about the mother series. And then there was Earthbound Beginnings later that year. I never really finished that game because it's a very grind-heavy game. It's not exactly the most interesting. But still, it was pretty cool to have like a vague idea of what the series start was like. Alright, let's see here if I can just take out Duck Hunt. I'm so worried I'm going to screw this up because then I have to start all the way. Okay, there we go. And yeah, usually for me the last round is the easiest, and I know I'm going to screw it up now. But I mean, I do have an extra heart container, so I should be pretty good. Hopefully. Alright. Anyway, though, so yeah, I mean, but Lucas is probably... excuse me. I was probably most hyped for Lucas because a lot of these DLC characters I'm just not that familiar with. Like, I don't play too much Fire Emblem, so I wasn't that interested in Corrin like most people were. Again, I grew up with Brawl and the Wii, so I never really played Final Fantasy VII. And let's see. Who's the other one? Bayonetta. I'll admit I actually did get pretty hyped for Bayonetta. I mean, she wasn't the DLC character I wanted by any means. But I think I was one of those people that was just really, like, interested because it's like, wait, this is actually happening? Like, how did this happen? Like, just one of those things where I was kind of hyped just for the pure surprise. Because, again, you know, who really expected Bayonetta to be in the game? But they actually did it. again, like I said many times before, I voted for Rayman. I would have freaked out if they put Rayman in the game. I don't even care if you, like, I wouldn't have even cared if he ended up as low tier garbage. I just really wanted him to be in the game somehow. Although, admittedly, most of the DLC characters have honestly been, like, some of the best. I feel like Roy's the only one that's not particularly strong. I guess Lucas in some regards, but I feel like Roy's definitely the weakest. But still, like, Mewtwo, Cloud, Ryu, Corrin, and Bayonetta, like, they all ended up to be really strong. That sense makes, they all ended up to be strong. No, they all ended up being really strong. You know what I was trying to say. I'm bad with English, even though it's my first language. And my only language. English is my only language. It's my favorite language. Yeah, so, that was awful. And I hope you guys, somehow found enjoyment out of this. I guess I'm not quite done yet, because now I get to destroy the credits. And I always forget this picture. Why the... Oh, they just put all the white people in the picture? Yeah, I think they just put all the characters that are, like, really white in the picture. So, yeah, that's... Oh, yeah, I kind of remember this. Now they're molesting Mewtwo. That's nice. Sure, that's what everyone really needed to see in their life. Yeah, Mewtwo being molested by Wii Fit Trainer and Dr. Mario. Why does it look so small, too? Because Mewtwo is one of the larger characters, from what I understand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mewtwo is one of the larger frames. And Wii Fit Trainer is just like... Oh, jeez. They probably like gave him like a mini mushroom or something. Alright. Yeah, the overall Mewtwo, a very fun character from a very fun game series. Mewtwo is one of my favorite Pokemon, even though he is honestly kind of probably a bit overrated. I mean, he became popular for a reason. He became popular for a reason. He was very OP in Gen 1, just like really all psychic types were. Yeah, Gen 1 was just... Oh boy, that was a disaster in terms of balancing. Not that it was supposed to be balanced, but still, it was just... I mean, you gotta admit, Gen 1's balancing was awful. Let's see if I can actually hit that. There we go, I actually got 100%, so I'll just beat the rest of this. Get a taunt in. So yeah, that was Mewtwo All-Star Mode on hard, just because it's more interesting that way, I guess. I don't know why I just stood around there and teleported like that. I feel like I thought I had to wait till the music was over, but that's actually kind of stupid. Whatever. Alright, so yeah, again, I hope you guys enjoyed this somehow, and if you'd like to see me do more of these, feel free to let me know down in the comments any characters you'd like me to try out here. Yeah, bye.